thing too you have to be aware of is places where water can come out, because when you go to press a fish, especially if there's, say, with spear fishing, with lionfish, there's a lot of spear fishing, that can contain or hold water. So when you go to do the rub and press on the fish, then the fluids or the water can come out, and therefore you've got abstract paint bleeding everywhere. That's not good either. And the gills hold a lot of water, that's one place. And then there's no holes on this one, so we should be good to go. And then the biggest fish I painted was last October, which was the new record, the largest blue marlin ever out of the Gulf of Mexico. That was 1,145 pounds. It was massive. That's the biggest fish I've seen in person, which was huge. And then second to that would be a bluefin tuna that was well over 800 pounds. That was massive. And which puts the oceans into perspective, like, wow.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
So if I'm doing, that's the other thing too with the art form, is traditionally it's just with like a black ink, and I use acrylics. But if I do it in color to match the fish, it takes a lot more time, especially with a marlin, because there's the silvers, the blues, gold, and then they have the stripes going down. So if I'm doing it in color, it takes me a lot more time, probably like 15 minutes or 20 minutes for, say, like a 500 or 600 pound marlin. But then if I just do it in black, that's probably cuts the time down at more than half. But with color, I have to work super fast, have a water gun to keep the paint from drying. So there's other elements too, such as the humidity, the sun, the wind, that can cause the medium to dry fast. And then also the temperature of the fish. So say like a tuna that was caught out the rigs, it takes 4 minutes to come, or 4 hours to come back. So it's been on ice for several hours. When the fish comes out, then it hits the humid air, it sweats. So then that's a whole nother challenge itself to keep the consistency of the paint right, so that you get details. But then you don't want the fish to warm, because obviously tunas, they want the meat to be cold, and sushi. And so it's tricky.
So then after you've done that, and you take it back then and do the rest of the artwork?
So I'll take the fish back to my studio, and depending on some things I'll leave in just the raw form. Maybe I love how it turns out and just the textures, or if it was just a really nice, perfect print and captured everything. Or if it's say for example, if it's something very rare, like a sunfish, I'll do multiple prints of that fish, because I may never, who knows when I might get a hold of something like that again. And so I'll keep some as a raw print, and then I'll do some in detail. Then also if it's commissioned, that's also a determinant factor too, whether someone wants the detail work or if they like it just in the organic form where it's not so perfect and maybe there's a smudge here and there or something.
So how many times have you done this fish?
Oh, lionfish?
Yeah.
I've probably painted or printed, I got a pretty good memory. I'd say I've probably done like 20 different lionfish. I've got one that's 2 to 3 millimeters shy of the largest recorded lionfish out of the Gulf.
Wow.
So it's about this big,
Yikes.
which is massive.
I think you want a bigger towel for that.
Oh yeah. we'd have to have really big shirts for that one too.
Thank you. Yeah.
I've been on the other side saying, we need good pictures. So go for it.
And smaller fish can be a lot more challenging, just because there's a lot more small nooks and crannies to get in.
But the easier part is you don't have to buy big shirts.
Right.
Well, let's come check it out.
Positioning, that's a vital part.
Yeah, I would miss it. Yeah, me too.
Actually, one of you guys want to just hold this top?
Yeah.
Just keep it right here where my fingers
There it
moving.
was, on top.
Right here. Okay. Just keep it right there. And if you want to hold right here, that way, I can move one more.
So how long does this take?
Blindly, I know, familiar with the window, I know where everything's at.